Hello everyone, I am Jogén Hummingbird. I am with the Footsteps to Peace. I am an intuitive channel, astrologer, Reiki master, and a spiritual life coach. If anything I say in today's reading resonates with you and you would like to book your own personal reading with me, you can head over to my website, which is jogendivinity.com. That is JOGENDIVINITY.com, and you can click on the offerings tab to take a look at everything I have available. So I want to jump on here and do a quick angelic messages reading. I was guided to do another one of these. So let's go ahead and jump straight in to see what messages we have from our angelic frequencies that we have present. So we have the Knight of Air, which is the Knight of Swords. Then we have the Sun. We have the Seven of Water, Seven of Cups. 10 of Air, 10 of Swords, 6 of Water, 6 of Cups. So this definitely feels like there's a lot of split energy going on here. So it feels like from what I'm about to channel, that there's a few distinct groups of what feels like there's a few different timelines going on. So for some of you, this period of your life is like you stepping into the mental sovereignty and the most radiant aspects of yourself, and this is you coming out of the darkness and really stepping into the light again and really embodying your highest frequencies, your highest self, your most embodied version of what you are to do in this lifetime, as opposed to the versions of yourself that were perpetuating negative frequencies or lower vibrational habits or ways of thinking or beliefs about yourself, or just even people. You could be letting go of these people and you are stepping into a more radiant version of yourself. But then for some of you, I feel in this other timeline, there is like a lot of overwhelm when it comes to this 10 of Air, the 10 of Swords being in between the 6 and the 7 of Cups. This makes me feel in the energy as if there was like a betrayal or a backstabbing of some kind for some of you. And this definitely feels like you are overwhelmed and trying to figure out how to navigate the energetics of this, like trying to balance everything. The 6 of Cups really does talk about like give and take. It talks about balancing out reciprocity and service with people that you're in relation with or that you're in connection with. So this is definitely something that is going on for some of you. So let's go ahead and get some more cards here. I feel like there's a lot to talk about and a lot to channel. So Ace of Air. So this says at the bottom, brilliant new ideas and inspiration, seeing the truth of a situation, a challenging beginning. This is definitely what we were just talking about. This is alluding to that for sure, that seeing the truth of a situation. Some of you could be getting like the overwhelmingness of the truth, like the insight from like the emotional truth that you are finally realizing for yourself. I feel like for some of you, this could be that some of you experienced this betrayal, this kind of backstab, this heartbreak, this some sort of lower vibrational event, obviously, and you are now receiving the truth and the clarity, like the Ace of Air is talking about, the Ace of Swords is talking about, but in an overwhelming way that is sort of like flooding in all at once. This water energy, that's emotions, that's our feelings, that's the feminine essence of flow and like duality and chaos and dynamism. So this is definitely a little bit overwhelming for some of us here. So let's pull some more cards. We have the 2 of Water, 2 of Cups, a relationship that continues to grow closer, forgiveness, the positive resolution of a conflict. So this definitely feels like this is, if for some of you, this feels like it's between you and one other person. Maybe romantically, this might be you live with a person, you might be in a really tight business contract with this person. This definitely feels like this is closer to home. This feels like a little bit more like lower chakra-esque, like not so much up in the mind, out there, away from what's going on in here. This feels very attached. This feels very much this feels very like psychological, very emotional, very non-physical, but at the same time internal. So from what I feel here also and what I'm getting, I feel like there's a need to let go of what we were talking about earlier with this whole Knight of Air and Sun, like stepping out of the darkness and into the light of like the truth of who you are and being in integrity with that highest version of yourself. As a result of that, that has stirred up and brought up a lot of the lower vibrational shit that you're now having to like reclaim your sovereignty with, reestablish your divinity with. This definitely feels like it's also testing your boundaries, testing your sense of self, testing your emotional intelligence, testing your your ability to communicate how you feel with valiance, with effort, or with clarity, with ease, with all the things that you really, really want yourself to be able to do. So let's go ahead and pull some Angel Oracle cards as well here. So what other messages do the angels have for us at this time? This feels like there's just a lot going on for everybody here. So share your wisdom. So some of you are going through this experience because, not because you're being punished by the universe or that you're having to relive your karmic cycles all over again and you didn't do it right the first time, so now the universe is making you go back. No, that was more so if you were to experience this kind of shit during the retrograde periods that we just came out of. So this is now like the time with the planets being direct. This is like, okay, well, you could keep regurgitating what is going on. You could keep bringing all of your attention and focus to all the lower vibrational shit that is happening, or you could share the wisdom and insight that it is giving you about the truth of the situation. Like the Ace of Swords was talking about, like seeing the truth of a situation, the challenging beginning. Like this isn't going to be an easy thing to do, to share your wisdom, because it's going to take you the effort and the energy and the conscious awareness to be able to push past your human ego's resistance to being able to do so, or believing in yourself to be able to do so, or pushing past the, oh, I'm tired, I don't want to do it, or pushing past the I don't know if I feel like I know enough, or I don't feel like I can do this enough, or I don't feel like I have all of the resources needed. This is a very interesting time for us because we're moving into this very Aquarian energy of where that is getting closer and closer to Pisces. So Pisces is the thinning of the veil. That's the end. That is like no more veil. You can't tell the difference between me and you. The Pisces is no boundaries. So Aquarius is like the in between of Capricorn and Pisces, where the Capricorn is setting the structure in place, the feminine of Saturn, the feeling, the I need to understand what I want and what I'm here to do and why I'm here to do it and how I can feel my way to success. And then Aquarius is, okay, how can I focus? How can I bridge non-physical energy into physical, tangible action while maintaining integrity with my authenticity and an integrity with my spirit and an integrity with the collective and integrity with all of it. Aquarius is very all over the place. So then it bridges the mundaneness of Capricorn with the fluidity and non-manifestationality, I guess. That's not really a word, but I'm making it a word right now. The non-manifestationality of Pisces. So it's like this perfect in-between. Aquarius is the masculine of Saturn. It gives structure for that feminine essence of the feminine Capricorn of Saturn to move and be channeled in between, back and forth with this Piscean non-physical consciousness, Neptunian kind of energy. So this is definitely a time where things are changing and we are not going to be doing things the same way that we used to. We're not going to be able to identify with what we used to do. We're not going to be able to get things done the way that we used to. We're shifting, we're changing. Aquarius, it's all about innovation. It's all about change. It's all about radical acceptance, radical expression, harmonizing the divine feminine and the divine masculine, all about unity consciousness. It's all about like social circles. It's the internet. So like there's a lot of influence that's going to be happening right now, and right now is really the time for you to be sharing your voice, for you to be sharing your wisdom, like this card is saying. This is definitely a time for you to let whatever divine wisdom is coming through you, regardless of what situation it's manifesting in front of you as, whether that's you're getting into a fight with someone, like an argument, like a verbal conflict, or there's a lot of tension between you and your coworker at work, or you are having a lot of difficult time and you're raising a couple of kids on your own or whatever. Like, you know, there's a lot of different situations that this can apply to, but this definitely feels like this is a time for you to really express and share your wisdom with yourself, because one, when you express your wisdom with the world, you express it with yourself. When you share your wisdom with other people, you're sharing it with yourself, because one, you're utilizing the physical, tangible, audible vibration, like computer thing that we are given called our throat, which is our throat chakra. It's the place where the energy vibration of our soul meets physical reality through tangible vibration that not only our humans can feel, but our soul can feel. So if we are channeling and speaking through our humans with conscious awareness, then we are creating consciously. If we're using it unconsciously, then it's not creating a very pretty reality most of the time. So this is a time for you to, instead of using this throat chakra to just talk a bunch of shit about people or to spread the negativity more of your situations, instead of amplifying the pain of your situations. Okay, yes, express, do what you need to do to get through your process. Your process is sacred and valid. But after you have released this energy, how can you utilize vibration to share the higher frequency instead of the lower frequency? How can you utilize this physical vessel to transmit a higher frequency of light, excuse me. So let's go ahead and pull some more cards from the Angel Oracle deck so we have learned something new. So it kind of ties in, and then at the bottom of the deck, show appreciation. This kind of ties in with share your wisdom, because every time we become a teacher in our own right, or we get to share something with other people, we get to learn not only about ourselves but about the other person in the process, and we learn more about life in general as a result. As like human beings, as souls in human bodies, as spiritual beings having a human experience, I really should say, we are constantly collecting data through the biocomputer that is our body. So not only is our brain recording that information, our eyes are picking up on the information, our ears are picking up on the information. Every part of our body that we can feel is picking up on information. Every emotion that we can pick up on and feel is something that is information that our brain, our spirit, our soul is receiving and absorbing. So you are consistently learning, even if you're teaching. When you're teaching, you're like, oh shit, well, I just said this and the people responded this way, so maybe I should not say that this way or this time, or maybe I should try a different approach, or whatever the fuck. So you're constantly learning, even if you're the one sharing the wisdom. So don't think that whenever you start to go share your wisdom, don't let your ego hold you back because you don't think that you'll be able to learn again, or because you think people are going to judge you for not knowing enough. You're learning all the time. Let people know that. You are learning as well. Everybody here is learning. And if anybody's going to judge you for learning, then they are not your people, okay? So show appreciation to your process, really. Show appreciation to all of your experience. This does not feel like the angels want you to be focused on lower vibrational frequencies, because think about it. The angels, they are the exact embodiment of the highest vibrational frequency, which is unconditional love. All angels are derived from God's love in whatever it's translated into English. So this is not about the angels fixing your problems and coming to save you. I mean, yes, angels do things like miracles all the time. I'm wearing my little angels today, but angels, what they do is they bring the frequency of unconditional love to hold space for healing and transformation and anchoring in higher frequencies of light into any moment. So if you want to work with the angelic frequencies and you're going to sit here and focus on all the bullshit that's going on in your life and not ever let the angels try to shift your focus towards the better things, or ask for their guidance on how to navigate this better without it fucking with your emotional sovereignty or anything like that. If you're not showing the universe that you want something to be done, then nothing is going to happen. If you don't give the angels, God, universe, source, consciousness, whatever label, this case angels, if you don't give the angels permission, they're not going to step in. Angels specifically, as like a concept, as a level of consciousness, they do not have access to your energetic field. Obviously, miracles are different, but if you do not give them permission, they are not going to do anything. They respect your sovereignty, they respect your boundaries. So communicate with your angels, talk to them, show them appreciation, and learn something new in the process. Okay, so that is the angelic message that I felt guided to share with you guys. So thank you so much for watching. If you resonated, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to the Footsteps to Peace and click that notification bell icon so you are notified every time we upload a new video. And then again, if you are interested in that personal reading with me, all of my information is down below in the description box. So thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Many blessings.